Hello folks and welcome back to Medieval Total War. I am Conostep and this is going to be part 32 of my early campaign where I'm playing as the Almohads. And I'm sitting in a pretty comfortable position right now because I do actually have the most territory of all the factions in this campaign. And that's that's going pretty well. And in addition to that, I also have 170,000 florins at the bank, and I'm also making 5,000 a turn, which is okay. My navies are strong. My armies are strong, and my enemies are pretty weak. The only thing that's going against me right now is the fact that I will be making not as many points. Now, I will be making 6 points off of the Iberian Almohad civilization. That's pretty nice, but once that goes away, I'll be just making, you know, like 7 or 6 points off of homelands and conquest going forward. Right now I'm making 3 points off conquest, but that is based on these provinces that I have taken off the Egyptians. I don't plan on keeping these provinces because I'm just trying to actually just kill the Egyptians, and then I can retreat back to my desert, and that's going to be totally fine because I just want to hang out in my provinces and weaken my opponents. Once the Egyptians are dealt with, then I can come up here to the Hungarians and the Poles and I can deal with them. And the reason being is because they are just going to be making just a ridiculous amount of points, and I will be falling behind eventually. Now, the Alhambra Palace is a weird one because... So I've already done this. I've already built the Citadel in Granada, and I thought that before it was only 3 points, but now it's offering 4. But to get that again, I would have to... What, like destroy my... Because right now I have a fortress, which is the tier 5 castle here in Granada. And the Citadel is the tier 4. Now, the first time I played this game, I was playing this campaign, and I saw this come up, and I had already built the fortress. So what I thought that I could do was demolish the fortress and just build back... Well, I thought I could demolish the fortress in the Citadel and just build back the Citadel. But by clicking demolish on this building here, it got rid of every single castle, every tier of castle. I was down to nothing, which is just insane. It was really frustrating. So I had to build back all of my castles before the time limit expired on this thingy here. So luckily in that campaign, I was able to achieve that. But yeah, just a heads up in case this happens to you. Don't do that. Just make sure you get it in the first place. But I am curious about this though. If it was 3 points initially, now it's 4. What's the deal with that? Because the points are only being counted once between the years 1205 and 1320. So for me, they should already have been counted. And I should have only gotten the 3 points, I'm assuming. Whereas with the Iberian Almohad civilization, they get counted in all these periods. 1204, 1320, and 1453. So this is a little bit different. But in any case, the Hungarians and the Poles will be catching up regardless, so I will be having to deal with them eventually. But first things first, the Egyptians, just because, I mean, yes, they were also very powerful, and they were also being aggressive because Cyrenaica was in one of their homeless objectives, so they did want to take it off of me. So they're starting these little like petty wars with me in the oceans, and you know what, if we can't trade, then, you know, we can't be friends. You know, so I'm just going to get rid of them, and I will just leave their lands, hopefully for some rebels to take back, and then I can hopefully trade with these lands. With that in mind, I actually did build a port here in Palestine so that I can eventually trade with Palestine. I'm going to do the same thing here in Sinai, just because this castle is going to fall in this turn, and then I'm just going to build a port here, and yeah, move on eventually. Am I doing that here in Egypt? Yes, I am. I love that plan. So in Arabia, this is going to take 5 turns for this castle to fall. Now, luckily, I do have these siege weapons here. It's a pretty motley assortment of siege weapons. I have 1 mortar, 1 demi-cannon, 1 trebuchet, and then 1 mangonel. And the mangonel is just like a stronger version of a trebuchet, which is a stronger version than a catapult. So, yeah, I believe this is only difference is that this shoots a powerful shot, and then this shoots a very powerful shot. Don't know what the real difference is. Actually, yes, I do know, because I've used these both in combat, and Yeah, the mangonel takes down a castle wall very, very quickly. So anyway, I'll be using these 4 siege weapons, and they will help me get into this castle here in Arabia, so I can clean this up faster. And yeah, I think not this turn, but then next turn, I think what I'm going to do right now, the only royalty that I can see for the Egyptians is the king, 22 years old, Sultan Khalifa I. And I would like to get to him before any sons of his come of age. So what I can do is I can come here to Nicaea and Trebizond and try to trap him here in Constantinople, and then bring in some more armies to actually take on Constantinople itself. So that's going to be the play. I probably am just going to wait 1 turn. Well, what am I going to do? Yeah, I'm going to wait 1 turn for this castle here to fall, the El Irish castle here in Sinai. And then I'll take these armies from Sinai and Tripoli. Or, yeah, why not? I guess. Sinai and Tripoli. And then... Or, just say... I could do this right now, actually. I can take my armies here from Palestine and Tripoli. I can just abandon these provinces right now. And I can move them to Nicaea and Trebizond right now, just to trap them immediately. And then the armies here in Arabia and Sinai can go attack Constantinople directly once their castles are dealt with. Which should just be 2 turns from now. So that seems like a good idea. I don't think I'll be facing too much aggression coming from the Egyptians, just because they're a couple turns away. And frankly, I mean, their army is a little bit weak at this point, so... The highest concentration of their forces is here in Constantinople, and yeah, we'll see. They're looking pretty defensive, but yeah, I think what I can do is I can bring these armies from Tripoli and Palestine right now. Let me assign this governor of Tripoli. Yeah, 1 point of piety, acumen, and loyalty. And even though I will be giving this province up, I mean, this place is making 3,000 florins as is. So let's find a governor just, you know, for now. Yeah, just like that. 5 acumen. Why not? Let's do it. Let's just check him to make sure he has no bad ones. And nope, he's good. So we'll give him this, and it's going to give him to 6 acumen. And Jesus, just like making 4,800. Ooh, man, that is good. That is very, very good. Actually, damn, did I want to build a... Oh, there's already a port here in Tripoli. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, so I can just leave Tripoli. That's totally fine. And I can invade Nicaea and Trebizond immediately. Because I am going to be gearing up for some more wars here against the Poles and the Hungarians, I'm not too worried about the Hungarians when it comes to their navy, because all I'm really seeing is this 1 boat here in the Adriatic. The Poles, on the other hand, do have some forces up here in... Let's see, let me double check. Yeah, so this is going to be them, and it looks like they have a few more boats up here as well. So I'm going to want to make sure that I get some more boats up here. I do have the far superior navy, but the Danes actually do have a few boats surrounding my peninsula here, and that's a little bit nerve-wracking. I'm not too nervous about the Danes, just because even though they do have a decent-sized force here on my borders, I have to imagine they are going to be too busy dealing with... I mean, there's a lot of rebels here in Europe for them to deal with, and typically factions will tend to go after rebels first before they go after actual powerful factions. That's the smart move to do, so... Hopefully they focus on, you know, rebels, the French, whatever else. Who else are they at war with, actually? They're at war with no one right now. Jesus, okay. Well, hopefully they don't go to war with me, because I don't think that's going to be a good fight for them. I am keeping enough boats on my borders just to make sure that they don't do that. Although I'm seeing here I could probably use another boat, because this is bordering Aragon, so that's a little bit nerve-wracking. Yeah, I should probably double check that and make sure that I have enough boats everywhere that I need them to be, and as well I need to start preparing, as I was saying, to get enough boats up here to make sure that I win the naval war against the Poles when the time comes forward, because when I do attack them, I'm thinking that I'll probably attack them after I've dealt with the Hungarians, and what I can do is do a little naval invasion from the Black Sea and the Baltic. I can attack Pomerania and Prussia, as well as Moldavia and Kiev, all on the same turn, so that is going to be the thought going forward. But to make sure that can happen, I need to make sure that I can have the, you know, the naval superiority, because that's the whole reason why everything is going so easy against the Egyptians, right? when I can just move my armies at will across their own territories. I mean, it's just not even fair, you know? So I can deal with everything here in this corner and then just zip on over and trap the king here in Constantinople, and that should be it. So I have my forces here in Nicaea and Trebizond, and I imagine that the Egyptians will not even fight for these provinces. And I did remember that I actually do already have 3 demi-cannons here in Arabia. I was wondering where they were. I was like, I thought I had some cannons here. So yes, I will be attacking, not this turn, but the next turn. And then I brought that little assortment of artillery over here to Trebizond so that I can, if I need to, if these forces do flee into this castle next turn, then I can just take that castle right away. So that should not be an issue. Other than that, though, I think that... So yes, I am going to be training up a lot more soldiers, and it's been a while, right? So it's probably time for me to do it, even though it's probably going to really drain a lot of my profits, but I still think it's going to be worth it because maybe not the Egyptian war, but these wars up here could be pretty draining. I mean, these are 2 decent sized, you know, factions that I want to be attacking here. And while I'm attacking them, who knows who else is going to dogpile in on me, you know? Will the Germans get involved? Will the Mongolians get involved? The Byzantines probably not, but, you know, who knows? And in addition to that, will anyone attack my homelands, you know? Will there be a faction reemergence from the Egyptians and they start attacking Sarnassia again? Will the Danes jump in on me as well? So I think that for now, it's probably prudent to actually just focus on building up my military so that I can actually fund and, you know, finish these campaigns and make sure that they count for something so that I can finish them, you know, in a timely manner and then not just have my entire, you know, pool of manpower just drained. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, and it's going to be pretty cool because I finally do have like these provinces that have just really, really good production capabilities. So here in Leon, +3 armor, +2 weapons with my metalsmith. Once my fortress is complete, I can build the 3rd tier of metalsmith. That's going to be giving me +3, which is, yeah, +3 is going to be really good. In addition to that, I also have the Grand Mosque here in Leon for that +3 morale. So Leon's going to be a good place for me to train soldiers. Right now I'm going to be training my Gulam cavalry, which will be nice. Castile, some Muwahid foot soldiers, but I think what I want to do is actually train up my Almohad urban militia here in Granada for that +1 valor bonus, and then retraining them here in Castile for that +2, yeah, the +2 weapons here in Castile. And then Aragon, same thing. Even though I can only have 1 Grand Mosque for that +3 morale, I can still have Rabat in every province. Rabat's going to give +2 morale. I'm fairly certain that does not stack with the regular mosque. I don't think the +1 from this and then the +2 from the Rabat stack. I'm pretty sure that's not the case. I'm pretty sure it's only, you know, it's like a +1 for the mosque, +2 for the Rabat, and then +3 for the Grand Mosque. I think that's how that works. So that's going to be fine for me. Now, I did destroy my armors here in Aragon in case... So it's a little bit complicated with the Almohads because I do have forces that I want primarily for desert warfare and then forces, you know, for everywhere else. And that's further complicated by the fact that there's units that I can only train in the desert, such as my desert archers here and my Nubian spearmen here. And then also like Berber camels, for example. Like, sure, they are better in the desert, but they also can be used in arid climate as well. You want to keep them out of lush and temperate, which is like up here and here and here. But I'm pretty sure like all the islands in Italy and the Spanish and Portuguese peninsula, and I mean, this is mostly desert, right? But then even like this, it's like arid ground. Arid ground's good. Like camels are fine on arid ground. It's just that they receive a +1 to their attack in sandy deserts. And then they receive a -1 to attack in lush and temperate. So in the arid ground, you're not going to be receiving the plus or the minus, but you will still be receiving the bonus versus cavalry that they get, which is like, it's like +2 attack and +4 defense or something like that. It's really, really good. So camels are still very, very useful, but I can only train them here in my desert provinces. So that, what else can I train exclusively here? Like the Saharan Cav, I can train anywhere, but they're best trained here in Cyrenaica for the +1 valor bonus for my Saharan Cav. So the complication arises in the sense that since I can only train these units in these provinces, I can't ever retrain them for those weapon upgrades, because you have to be able to train a unit for you to be able to retrain a unit. So what I did is I built an armory here in Morocco so that I can build desert units for European warfare. But then I also in Algeria built no armory so that these guys don't have that additional armor that's going to slow them down and make them tired. And that way I can build units just for desert warfare here in Algeria. And then, to further complicate things, what I wanted to do is make sure that I have that +3 weapon bonus here in Aragon with no armor, so that I can, retrain a lot of my units. Obviously not my desert units, but my other units, right? That don't have armor, they can come up here and be retrained in Aragon, or I can just retrain them in Aragon themselves, depending on what's available here. So, these are units that are going to specialize in desert warfare. However, they're still going to be very good, even without that extra armor, like +3 attack and +2 morale is still going to be very good. So they still can, be applicable in European warfare. It's just, once the Egyptians are gone, I suppose that's going to be the primary desert threat left. So I might not have needs for specific desert armies at that point, but I mean, I don't know. I guess I may as well keep them for now. Keep building them. So yeah, it's fun to finally start building things again because it's been a while. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting things finished off with the Egyptians so that I can move on to this campaign here against the Central European powers. That seems like it's going to be a fun one. So let's get moving on here so we can see what happens. Oh my, the Hungarians are being beaten back by the rebels here in Naples. That's a little bit interesting. Wow, kind of a surprise. That's surprising. I was excited for the Hungarians. I was like, wow, they're taking Naples. That's a good province. And yes, now Sinai has fallen to my soldiers. They pillaged quite a bit of money off that 12,000. That's pretty not bad. And then, yeah, so we are going to go in here and finish this siege in Arabia. Ale House finished here in Portugal, so I can train some assassins, I believe. And then, yeah, Belfoundry is finished here in Navarre as well, so I can build some artillery. And the Shipbuilders Guild is finished here in Morocco, just so I have more places where I can build ships. I think this is going to be for my 3rd tier ships, my booms, I believe. And then, yeah, Master Spearmaker completed here in Aragon. I can't remember. What is that? Is that going to give me the +1 Valor for my Spearmen? I think, perhaps. I'm not sure. And then Secret Adulterer, so not a big deal there. Alright, so we did get the Egyptians retreating from Nicaea and then Trebizond. Unfortunately, they did retreat to the castle here in Trebizond. But luckily, I did bring that artillery, so I can get a stack, get ready to go, and we can crack this castle and get right in there. And that's going to be key, because I do want to... okay. Wow, and just like that, the Egyptians are facing another civil war. Well, that's not a surprise. That's really going to weaken them because they're going to be facing off, like, one of their 3 stacks here in Constantinople is rebel. So that's really, really going to weaken them. I wonder if the Sultan will survive that. Fascinating, yeah. And it looks like they will be losing Edessa and Assyria, the province that they just got taken back because of the Loyalist Rebellion, I thought. Looks like they'll have a little army here in Rome as well. Okay, not much. Just some Mamluk handgunners. So really not much there. But yeah, it looks like I won't be facing much opposition at all from anyone. Like, it looks like I was going to hold these armies here in Trebizond and Nicaea to kind of hold back the Egyptian forces while I assassinate their king. But I might just be able to go in to Constantinople myself with these armies once I take this castle. Or I could go in right now with these armies here in Nicaea. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could and should do that. Let me check out these armies to make sure that I have some compositions that I want to use. That's something that can get kind of lost in the shuffle sometimes, is when you're moving around all these stacks, you can kind of like end up with armies that don't make sense, and you're like, oh no, I don't want to fight with this. This is dumb. So let me just double check my armies here in Nicaea. Let me get a stack together that can attack this castle here in Trebizond. And I'll do the same thing here in Arabia and finish this siege up. I can start building this port here in Sinai. But I don't intend on staying there this whole time with these forces. I'll let this go rebel eventually. And same, like, I guess... Same thing in like these. I don't want these provinces. I really don't. So let's move my spy away so I don't like accidentally keep the population loyalty high. I did get one of my alums assassinated up here in Scotland, so let's move him up here. And yeah, other than that, I think we're probably just going to be doing those few things. Yes. Attacking Constantinople, attacking this castle here, and attacking this castle down here. I have decided to go through it, so I will be attacking right into this war, the civil war here in Constantinople. I'll be jumping right in. We might have a little three-way battle here between two sides of one civil war, and then myself included, and we'll just see how that works out. That should be pretty fun, I think. And then we will have two of these grinding castle battles as well, here in Trebizond and Arabia to close things out. So that should be on the docket for next turn. So without further ado, let's drop a save and then let's end it, see what happens. Here we go in Constantinople. So my force is number 2,675 and the enemy is 2,065. I believe that's counting both armies all together. They do have them laid out for me like this. So the rebel's going to have 2 artillery pieces, 1 mortar, 1 catapult. And then other than that, it's a pretty solid army, I gotta say. Some Nubian spearmen, some Saracen spearmen, Mamluk cavalry, Ghulam cavalry, Khwarezmian cavalry. Not so much in the way of infantry. They just have these Muwahid foot soldiers and some guns, some crossbows, some more crossbows, some naphtha throwers, some camels, of course. And the general himself is going to be this 1-star Mamluk cavalry. Okay, so that's that. And then the Egyptians themselves. So a 2-star general, the Sultan is going to be leading the charge. And then other than that, what else do they have here? I mean, nothing too, yeah, so it's pretty solid stuff, right? Like, you know, Saracen infantry, Ghulam cav, handgunners, arbalesters. Yeah, it's pretty solid. So, you know what? I think I'm going to have my workout out for me, but this should be a pretty fun one. So let's get my army all set up and ready to go here. I just have my 2-star... Ooh, I don't know who it is. Oh, damn. Oh, no. I wasn't paying attention. One of these guys gives +3 morale. It would be the guy that has 4 valor, wouldn't it? There's no way of knowing. Damn. I should have memorized the name. No. Oh, no. They have the same upgrades. But then one of them has 4 valor, and then the other one doesn't. Okay, it might be him. My guess is that he has the trait that is brave beyond belief, and that gives +3 morale, and I think that also might give +3 valor, which would equal out to 4 valor, I believe. So that is my guess. So let's get an army together here and let's go on in. We are all set now, and we're going to be jumping on here into Constantinople. So let's get my guys grouped up right away. First things first, at the top of the... Ooh, so yeah, the rebels are right to the left of us. So let's try to get my guys grouped up here, right? Ooh, and they're already throwing artillery at us. Oh, man. Ugh. Yikes. Okay, that's a little bit concerning. Let's get my guys formed up as quickly as possible here. Actually, I think I can snipe these right now, yeah. Let's just go get them. Otherwise, these are going to be raining fire on us. And it looks like the rebels, yeah, I can't tell if they're going to be aiming towards me or the Egyptians. It would be nice if they went after the Egyptians, because I don't really want to fight them. I just want to stop them from shooting at me. Frankly, I wouldn't mind having my army like back up here. If they allow me the space and time to move back here, that'd be nice. That way, if I could let the enemy kind of duke it out amongst themselves, that would be ideal. But yeah, I don't want to get caught here. Do not want to get caught. So let's come in here. See here and Cav, can you, no, you're not gonna, nope, nope. You guys are gonna get caught, so just go back here. Yep, these guys can go back and get formed up with the rest of the army. And then we can decide what we want to do from there. Ooh, yikes, and we are getting charged by a Saracen infantry from the Egyptians off on this side, so yes. Let's see, Ghulam Calv, you gotta move, guys, you gotta move. Come on, guys, why aren't you obeying me? Come on, please. Please move. Yes, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, please, guys, come on, come on, come on, you guys gotta move. And I am trying to get my army pulled back here. Saharan Calf, please pull back as well. Ghulam Calf, please pull back. I don't know why you guys are just kind of sitting on top of this hill. Ooh, actually, there's going to be opportunity. Let's take out this mortar here. And it looks like the rebels are also pulling back. Just everyone's pulling back and the Egyptians are attacking me. Okay, that's not ideal at all. Oh, dear. Yikes. Okay, yeah, militia sergeants, I didn't want you fighting these Saracen infantry as well. Oh, man, this is getting pretty dicey. Pretty dicey indeed. Oh, yikes, 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 yikes. So there's going to be a strong push. In fact, I guess, let's see, I might just lose this unit of militia sergeants. Yeah, you may as well just stay and fight because I can't get you guys back. That's not going to work out. So let's try to get the rest of my army formed up here. Let's get my general up here, and then, yeah, infantry stays in the forest. Yeah, my poor militia sergeants, they're just going to try to buy me some time here. And then, let's see, on this side, let's get my right flank kind of moved over like this, actually. Or no, these guys stay here. And then, yeah, left flank move over here. Oh, man, and Muwahid foot soldiers coming right into me here as well. Oh, gosh. Yeah, the Egyptians are pushing hard. Man, oh, man, this is a lot for me to deal with right now. So, oh man, I'm probably going to lose my other militia sergeants right there. I mean, it says the Muwahid foot soldiers are actually losing to my militia sergeants, which is nice. So if we can start getting shots on these Nubian spearmen with my Pavis crossbows, that's going to be nice. Yeah, Ghulam bodyguards coming in, but I pretty much just have to bring back... Okay, here we go. So here's Saracens fighting Nubians. They're going to win that fight. Let's try to block this charge on this side and have my Ghulams and my Nubians fight here against their Ghulam Cav. And then, let's see, on this side, let's try to come over and get some rear shots with my javelins here. And then let's have these javelins like come down on this side, I think, and try to get some javelin shots here. Actually, I can charge into the flank of these Nubian spearmen with these Nubians, and that should work out. And yeah, ooh, Murbitans are being charged by Ghulam bodyguards. That's not ideal. Yikes, yeah, they came right up the gap. So let's try to get some... And my guy's already running away. Oh, man, that's tough. That is tough. Let's see. So we're breaking here, breaking here. Oh, dear. This is not going well for me. The Egyptians are pushing hard, and it looks like the rebels aren't even, like, coming in. So luckily I have a bunch of reinforcements that can come in. And yeah, the rebels aren't even... They're not even making a sweat. They're just going to sit on that hill and just kind of wait for us to deal with our own stuff. So, yeah, I'm just going to pretty much probably just wait for this entire army to get broken off the field. And then I'll just wait until I can bring 16 units on at a time. There's no point in trickling in one unit at a time when I'm losing a battle like this, because then they're just going to be defeated at piecemeal, just one by one. And what I can do instead is just wait till this entire army has been pushed off, and then they can just... Then I can just bring an entire stack in. Okay, we might be turning the tide a little bit here, because my Ghulam Cavs are coming in. They're chasing down some of their skirmishers. And then, let's see, on this side, if I could just get my crossbows to turn around and start shooting into the Saracens, but... I mean, honestly, we're kind of driving... These Saracens are chasing my crossbows, and then instead of fighting with the rest of their infantry here... Ooh, let's see. That could have been... Oh, if we could just sandwich these Nubians, we can take them out here. And then my Ghulam Cav can take down the archers here. And then, yeah, maybe I should start bringing in some reinforcements, because this is not completely lost yet. This battle's not completely lost. So let's actually, gosh. Yeah, let's turn my Golem Cav around. They're being chased by Saracens, so it's tough. But I do want to come up here and take down these Desert Archers if I can. And now, yeah, now my general's died, and that's going to be tough. So I'm probably just going to have to wait until all of this army has been defeated till I bring in my next stack. And now that my entire army has been pushed off the battlefield and now I have a full 16 stack coming on right now, the Egyptian army seems like they've kind of pushed off and they might be going after the rebels now, which would be a perfect opportunity for me. Especially now that I'm looking at my reinforcements and I'm seeing that's mostly just like arbalesters and ranged units. So there's really not much in the way of melee infantry. So yeah, they're going to need some time to get set up here so that they can push back against the Egyptians. But honestly, I mean, I may as well like hang out for a while and let the opposing armies fight against themselves. And I can come clean up the rest later on because there's still 3/4 of the battle timer remaining. So there's really no hurry here. I'm trying to see what's happening off in the distance here. It looks like the rebels are holding their own for now. I mean, at least for now, just because, you know, the force that they're facing is going to be the weakened Egyptians, because I did some damage to them, not a ton, but I did some damage to them. And I'm wondering if it wouldn't be prudent for me to kind of sneak along the edge here and actually join in the fray, because what's the fun in just kind of sitting back here, right? I do feel like I want to kind of get in here and, you know, help. Help out whatever side is losing. Perhaps I can sort of sandwich the Egyptian forces here. And then perhaps even back off and let the Egyptian reinforcements come in. And they can fight the rebels. Maybe that's a tactic that I can use. I'm not sure. I see some naphtha throwers standing on that hill. I see some rebel naphtha throwers. And I wonder if they're going to throw some bombs right into that mess of soldiers there. I just want to watch for now, just to see if I can see something. Oh, it says they're aiming, so, and it says they're firing. I'm not seeing any explosions go off right now, though. Let's just keep watching it and see if we can see anything here. Okay, there it was. There's a bit of an explosion there. Yep, there we go. Yep, there, yes. Yeah, my screen has started to spaz out here, as it always happens when there's bombs going off. Yeah, I kind of wish I was closer to watch this. Okay, yep, there's a lot of friendly damage there. It looks like they are driving away the Egyptian forces, though. At least the peasants are running away. And it looks like the rebels might be winning that engagement. And that's it for the Egyptian king. So that's it for the Egyptians, regardless of if I win this battle. I don't have to wait. It's a civil war, though. So I have no idea what that means. So, does that just mean the civil war automatically wins? Therefore, I have to kill the next, like, whoever's in power? They need to die now? Oh, God. Because whoever wins the civil war just becomes the next Egyptian faction. It's not like a new faction. They win, so they become the Egyptians. So, I don't know. This is going to be a learning experience for me, I suppose. Now it appears that the rebels actually have pushed off all of the remaining Egyptian waves that just kind of came trickling in. And they've consolidated their forces kind of behind me. So let's just kind of turn around, I suppose. And I can get ready to face off against them. Because if they do become the next Egyptians, then I want to make sure... I mean, yeah, like if I just kill all of them in this battle, would that just end it or what? I'm not quite sure. There is still some Abyssinian guards fighting some Nubian spearmen. The Abyssinian guards should win that, but it says they're losing, which is so weird. I expect this unit to be like badass, but... yeah, I've heard rumors that the Abyssinian guards are underperformers, and that was an underperformance, if I may say so. Although they might have been getting shot at by something, but I don't know if they were, actually. Now it looks like the rebels will be coming downhill to charge into us here. I mostly have ranged units, so hopefully they can do some damage before they get into contact with me here. Let's see, militia sergeants, you can kind of get ahead and protect against these spearmen and such. Ghazi infantry going to the Saracens. Berber, let's see, let's go in here, and then Berber camels. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough fight. So let's see, militia sergeants get into here, into the Berber camels, and then let's you charge in as well. And then, yeah, camels go in and charge as well. And it looks like, let's see what's gonna happen here. Ghazi infantry are running away. Wow, they usually have really, really good morale, so that's very, very shocking, to me at least. So let's see, you guys come up here, and then Nubian spearmen, like, let's see, what's happening? What can we turn around here? Saracens fighting my archers, that's not a good trade. But, I mean, my arbalesters themselves, like, you would think that they could get enough damage done here. Let's see, ooh, I do have Golem Cav, okay. They should be over here fighting these Mamluk cavalry. And then on this side, the Nubian spearmen, you have to come in here and fight these cav as well. And then up here, let's see, handgunners can shoot these crossbows. And then arbalesters can shoot into... Let's see, where do I want them to shoot? Maybe just, yeah, shoot these crossbows, I suppose. And it looks like the Bedouin camel warriors is going to be... you turn around and try to fight... Because this is going to be the enemy generals, these Mamluk cavalry. So yeah, arbalesters, let's see, shoot at the camel warriors. Actually, no, turn around here and shoot it. I can't believe my desert archers are like holding off against these Saracen infantry. That's so impressive. So arbalesters turn around and shoot into the rear of these Saracen infantry here. Oh, and they're running away. Wow. So we have captured the enemy general. Okay, wow, that's... Man, these archers, that was super impressive. That was really impressive. So you continue to run them down. That'd be fantastic. And then after that, I just have to run down these 2 Egyptian catapults, and that should be fine. So, yeah, my second wave was able to pull through here after we finished off the, well, after the Egyptians weakened them, I suppose. So yeah, let's see, Golem Cav, let's get you guys to run down here and chase down the catapults, and then, yeah, everyone else, let's just continue like chasing down these remaining crossbowmen up here on this hill. And that's going to do it. So, yeah, obviously a pretty rough start, but yeah, luckily I was able to bounce back there with just having, having more troops and having the Egyptians and the rebels fight against each other worked out very well for me. I did lose 1,000 men. Jesus, that's a lot of guys. But now I'm very, very curious to see what's going to happen here with all of this. Like, what's the deal? So yes, I've taken the province. And it looks like Egyptians are retreating from Edessa. Okay. Castle assault. Okay, so before I find out anything, I first have to finish off these castle assaults. Let's go in here and... Gosh, do I want to fight this? Yeah, I do. I just want to make sure that I take as few casualties as possible. So let's make sure that this is done right here. I do have my demi-cannon off to the side, shooting at this side of the castle wall. Then my mangonel, my really powerful artillery piece here in the center, shooting at the gate. And then on this side, my 2 weaker pieces, my trebuchet, and then my mortar are going to be shooting at this side. Hopefully the 2 of them together can do some damage. And yeah, the mortar should be fine because there is this kind of terrain piece here that's a really steep hill that would have been probably more difficult for my cannon to shoot over. So I did want my mortar here on this side because that arc of fire will help it shoot into the castle wall. So without further ado, let's just try to get my guys marching right up here because I don't think these walls should last too long, honestly. I think that I should be able to get in pretty quickly here. There's really not much in here, is there? Just 1 Bedouin camel, 1 Ghulam bodyguard, and I know there's a full unit of the Almohad foot soldiers inside, so yeah, it's gonna be pretty bloody here. I don't think I'm gonna have anything that can shoot at the inner gate. I think I'm just gonna have to march up to it and hack it down, which is gonna suck for sure, but you know what? Just gotta get this finished because yeah, when you only have to feed a handful of troops, that's a castle that can last a very long time. So let's get in here with my militia sergeants on this side. And let's just follow up with my camel archers as well, because honestly, they can also really help out against, you know, even these couple of units here should be totally fine. But I need to get inside these castles because these arrows And these ballista towers are really doing a lot of work against my soldiers. So let's get in here with my camels, here and here. Let's start bringing my javelin men, and they can go right up to the gate, and they can immediately start working on that. And then, yes, the gate is now down as well, so let's get in here with my Almohad foot soldiers, and then my javelin men, or my air infantry, which is my swordsmen. We can bring them in as well. Do I want to bring my general up? Yeah, I guess I do. And let's get down here. Are my camels running away? Oh no, guys, don't run away. I have them on skirmish, and that was a mistake. So let's get down here and kill this Gulam cavalry with my spears and my camels. And yeah, these poor guys are going to be taking one for Allah here. You know, really getting that oil poured on them. That's going to be pretty rough. Pretty rough indeed. But let's see, did we kill the other camel guy, or is he still around somewhere? I know there's two guys I needed to kill. The one Gulam bodyguard, and then the one camel, and I'm not seeing him, so I'm assuming I got him.
The enemy general is dead.
There we go, so now the general is dead, and now we just have to get in here. And yeah, the gates are only 14% damage, so it's going to be a while before we get in, but there's a full unit in there, so we're going to have to get in there one way or another. So who do I also want to send in here? Let's see. Yeah, you guys may as well get in there as well. There we go, we got in. Castle gates are open, so let's kind of get in here with the rest of my guys. And let's just fully surround this unit and try to make short work of them. Now they are charging right in, and yeah, Almohad foot soldiers versus Almohad foot soldiers. So let's try to get in there and flank them with my javelin men. And then, yeah, just pile on in. So it says they are losing badly, so I like the looks of that. I think I did bring in a pretty good general, so hopefully he really helps my men hold here, because, yeah, if I lose this battle the way I lost that other battle, that would suck. It was down to just one Saharan cavalry, and he just routed my entire army. That was just so crazy. I just have PTSD from that. Like, I'm so afraid of that happening again. So what do we got? We're down to 45 Almohad foot soldiers. So yeah, we should be making short work of them here. And hopefully, yeah, we end that quickly, because we're just getting so many arrows. Even from this keep here, this inner keep is just pouring in on us. And yeah, it's just doing a lot of damage. We're down to just one more soldier left, and yes, he will not hold out forever. There he goes. That's it. So I did lose almost 300 men. That's a tough pill to swallow, but you know, it was going to be that, or else this garrison is just going to last forever. You know, that's what happens when you just have to share food amongst just a handful of people. So yes, I did pillage 1,600 florins from Trebizond, and here we are. We're going to do the same thing here in Arabia, but this is going to be actually a bit of a force. I mean, compared to what I just fought, this one's actually going to have some, you know, troops in place here to defend. So hopefully I can do this one pretty cleanly here. This is actually a pretty scary castle here in Arabia. My goodness gracious, this is a pretty serious business here. As one of these things, as artillery towers, as gun towers, man oh man, that's pretty scary. I don't know what these are called. They're called something, where it has this thing stick out, and it can basically fire into the flanks and rear of any troops that are trying to attack the gate itself. Like, it's a really neat, you know, innovation for castles. And yeah, that's going to cause some problems for sure. That's going to be really tough. And then, of course, it's built on this, you know, really good position here where I can't even attack this side. Now, I do always like to have at least 3 points of entry when I assault a castle. That's kind of the magic number, or the holy number, should I say, is 3 points of entry. Har har. And once you get into here, I can also get some demi-cannon shooting at this side as well. Now, these buildings might actually help me out, because they could potentially provide some cover for my soldiers moving closer to the castle walls. And hopefully their artillery can't attack my cannons. That would really suck if they could. Now, I do have my cannons positioned so that they can also shoot at the inner gates. If I kind of click here, it says green, so I shouldn't have to send my men into burning oil this time. I should be able to just kind of shoot the inner gates as well and get into the castle. So without further ado, let's click begin battle and start shooting down these gates and these walls. And fingers crossed this goes well because, yeah, these are bloody fights. These castle fights are bloody indeed. So maybe I should just kind of wait before I move my guys up and like just, you know, so they don't get shot while they're just kind of waiting for the castles to fall. It doesn't appear like I'm taking any fire from there. Oop, wait, yep. Right as I say that, they just... Ooh, man, yeah, they chunked me. So let's just kind of go forward. Yikes, yeah. Let's try to like move up to these buildings and try to get cover there. And then, how are we at for the 14% on the castle gates? Yeah, let's just kind of move up, you know. We're already taking fire, so we may as well, right? Ooh, yikes. And it looks like they do have range on my demi cannon. Luckily, there's a certain amount of crew that I need to crew it. And they need to kill all of them before that cannon stops working. And it looks like, ooh, yeah, man, they're shooting at that cannon as well. And my generals should probably go off to the side there. I was hoping that by bringing my infantry up that they would target my infantry, but that doesn't seem to be the case. My cannons will definitely get through the outer walls, but I'm kind of worried. Jesus, yeah. I want them to be able to get through the inner walls as well, though. You know, that was the whole thing, right? So, ooh, they have a ballista in there as well, but it's not. See, like that ballista only has 2 crewmen, so that's not going to fire. That's not enough. I don't know. I can't remember the number, but there's a minimum amount that it needs to fire. So let's kind of hang back here. I mean, it's kind of rough because we could be getting shot at. Actually, are these like guns, like handguns, or are these like artillery pieces? I wonder what that gun tower means. Yeah, that's arrow tower, gun tower. That seems like it's guns, but I'm not hearing any guns. What? No! No, I wasn't paying attention. Oh my goodness. There's still 18 men left in the unit, and he just happened to get sniped. Oh man, that's a bummer. Gosh, I'm not 100% sure, but I think he was one of my heirs. Now, not one of my sons. I think he was one of my brothers. And if I remember correctly, he was a decent one at that. But I'm not 100% on that. I'm not 100% on that. But yeah, that's crazy. This is a 20-man unit. 2 of them are dead, and one of them just happened to be my goddamn general. Okay, well, that's just unfortunate. Well, at least I can get in on this side, so... Let's see, this is going to be... Yeah, you go in here and fight this one-man Moahid foot soldier. And then, let's see, Moahid foot soldiers can go in here and attack peasants. And then, yeah, you as well. Archers go in and you can be on fire at will, I suppose. And how are we doing on here? Yeah, 98%. Almost there. One more. There we go. Gates are open. So let's get my guys in on this side. And now we're just waiting for one more shot, and then we can get in on this side as well. Bingo! There we go. Let's go in, guys. Go, go, go. And I may as well bring up my general's unit, even though he doesn't exist anymore. I have a unit of Ghulam cavalry, and I'm not afraid to use it. Now let's also make sure that my cannons start working on this inner gate as well. That way, by the time we are finished with dealing with all of these soldiers out here, let's face off against this catapult crewman. But yeah, hopefully by the time we're done cleaning up this 6-man Saracen infantry, 13 arbalesters, and these Saharan cav, hopefully by that time we can get in here and fight. What do we got? Bedouin camel soldiers and some urban militia. Should not be too big of a deal, but let's get these Moahid foot soldiers in here on this side. And then Almohad urban militia as well can come help out against these soldiers. Let's see, arbalesters. You go in and fight these. Yeah, you can fight there. And then archers, just go help fight the arbalesters as well. And then, yeah, urban militia, you can help fight these Saharan cav. I will never underestimate... Oh my god, right as I say that, I was going to say, I'm going to never underestimate a unit of Saharan cav ever again. And then they rout a unit of militia sergeants. Like, come on. Oh, it's so crazy. That's so crazy. Oh, god damn it. Alright, Ghulam cav, let's get in here. And can we rally these guys? Yeah, rally. Stop running away. There's nothing chasing you. Come on. Come on. And let's get in here and let's kill these Saracen infantry as well. The gatehouse is now just one shot away from falling, and then we can storm the inner keep, or the inner walls, should I say. There's just a few Saracens out here that are fighting. Man, these guys are just fighting like beasts. You go in here and help out, please, because apparently my 2 units here can't deal with these Saracens. And yes, now the inner walls are now open. So let's make sure that my cannons are not shooting anymore. And let's just go in there with the rest of my guys. And finish off this castle assault quickly so that we don't get shot at by any more cannons, guns, archers, or whatever it is, you name it. I'm tired of getting shot at. Now we're getting in here. The Bedouin camel warriors are going to be coming in and fighting my militia sergeants. So let's turn around and fight you here and here. Got spears and militia sergeants fighting camels. That should go well for us. And then over on this side, what do we got? Urban militia. Yeah, we should be able to deal with them as well. Archers. Just may as well have everyone. Jesus, man, we got some heavy artillery coming in. But we may as well have everyone come in and fight in melee. I don't want archers getting just a ton of friendly fire in on my soldiers. Let's drag them down with our swords and make sure that we finish this once and for all the right way. The honest way, you know? And yeah, I have some guys running away, but not... It looks like I should hold out. It looks like losing my general in the beginning. Knock on wood. Like, seriously? Hopefully he's not going to lose me in this battle. Looks like there's just a few more camels left, and that should do it. And there we have it. So I did lose 362 men, but honestly, that felt okay, you know, considering that was, you know, it was a decent garrison and it was a pretty beefy little castle there. So I think that's what it takes. So now that has fallen. I'm really curious now to see like what the hell is going to happen here with Egypt. So yes, the rebels, right? I captured a few of them. I'm just going to release them. And then I did receive a ransom. Okay, interesting. So I did actually raise 1,600 monies. So that indicates that the Egyptians are not finished if I'm making money off of them. So yeah, I did abandon Nicaea, so there's a little bandit thing there. That's fine. And yeah, new king of England. That's fine. And okay, so yes, the Egyptian Sultan has been killed in battle, and that faction does not exist anymore. And then, yes, one of my generals is now 3rd rank here. Okay, that works out. And yeah, this guy, -3 morale. Hassan ibn Taishufin for, yeah, running away. So he's a 3-star general, but he has that trait. I wonder if I picked the right one, actually. I'm really curious because someone died. Okay, so yeah, the one that died was the one that had the +3 morale, and then the other one is now, he's a good runner. Okay, well that's unfortunate. But mission accomplished, so yay. You know, it wasn't the cleanest, but we did it. And now, we just have to abandon all of these provinces, make sure that there's ports and pretty much, you know, everything that I really care about. Nicaea has a port, Trebizond has a port. And we're one turn away from having a port finished here in Egypt, and we're working on a port here in Sinai as well. And that's going to be it. You know, then I can just, you know, abandon these provinces, let the rebels take them. You know, even if there's a faction reemergence from Egypt, I don't really care because their points reset. They don't start with the same amount of points as they did last time. So that's going to be totally fine. And as long as they don't go to war with me, that's totally fine. So I just want to trade with these provinces. That's all. That's all I care about. So I am making 7,000 right now. And I don't know if that's counting all of these provinces or not. I'm not sure, but that will increase, I think, once I abandon these provinces. Although I am definitely making some money from these provinces, but like, I don't want them. You know, I don't want to risk a faction reemergence from Egypt in my territories that I'm trying to hold on to. That's not what I want. So I'm just going to retreat from these provinces and then focus on looking at Hungary, which looks very beatable, right? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces. It looks like they did lose Naples, and they just have a 2-boat fleet. They do have caravels, which is their 2nd tier boats, so that's not nothing, but I don't think that should be a problem. And as long as everyone else leaves me alone while I deal with Hungary, that's going to be the question. Will the Germans, like, try to fight me? Like, I think, yeah, Hungary's friends with, like, literally everyone. I think that's everyone that's left, including myself. So I would be betraying them. How's my king on influence? He has tons of influence, but he's about to die. He's 64 years old, so I would want to betray the Hungarians while he's still alive. That way that my next in line hopefully will have better influence, perhaps. Yeah, that's going to be the key there. Because if he ends up, if he dies and then my next in line has like 0 influence and then I attack Hungary and I lose even more, that would be troublesome. So yeah, gosh, it's funny. They're literally my only allies. Ooh, actually, damn. Okay, what I should do in that case, since the Danes and the since the Poles and the Hungarians are allies, what I should do is attack the Poles first. The Hungarians will choose to break their alliance with me to side with their Christian brothers, and then I can attack the Hungarians later on without betraying them and without losing any influence from my king. Yeah, damn. That is what I should do. I wanted to take the Hungarians first because they look like they're easier. But I probably should do it that way. That's going to be the right way to do it. I can take the stronger faction out first, but I do need to get a few more boats in the water to make sure I can win these naval engagements against the Polish fleet, so that I can invade Poland from both sides, from the Baltic Sea up here and then the Black Sea as well. Invade them, 4 provinces all at once, and yeah, maybe I can get that battle over quickly. But you know what? That's all gonna have to wait until next time. As always, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and thank you very much for watching. I've been Concept, and this has been Medieval Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.